Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I have a mashup topic for you guys on angel numbers, numerology, Gemini energy, a little bit of Aquarius energy. So yeah, let's get into it. But before I get into this video, if you guys haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And here we go. All right, so let's start with the angel numbers. So I had like a big download about angel numbers. Specifically the angel number of 1111. But let's just start with like the third house and angel numbers. So I associate angel numbers with the third house in astrology. Why? Because the third house has to do with like your early education, as far as like learning your basic mathematics, like your numbers and your alphabet and sounds and grammar and things of that nature, like kind of like your early childhood education. And I know it goes deeper than that. It doesn't have to only be grade school. Your early childhood education could be just basically the surroundings that you grew up in and the people that you grew up around too. But I'm talking as far as like basic numbers and symbols, okay? So I associate angel numbers with the third house because the third house is opposite the ninth house. The ninth house is the house where we access God, spirit guides, and spiritual beings, higher dimensional beings. So higher dimensional beings, how they communicate with us, since the ninth house and the third house has to do with communication, delivering messages, and things of that nature. How higher dimensional beings communicate with us is through symbolism. So this is where we get angel numbers from. That's why they call it angel numbers, because it's literally symbols from the angels, from spiritual beings. Angels are spiritual beings, and then the numbers have to do with like the Gemini third house energy. People tend to think like the third house is a very like surface level house, which it can be. The third house is ruled by Gemini, so Gemini has that like dualistic energy. The third house is very dualistic in the sense of that it does have a spiritual side too. This is where we get into like messages from spirit and angel numbers and things of that nature. Spirit uses angel numbers to communicate with us. So this is why Gemini in third house energy has to do with like text messages, phones. So the download that I got was like literally the third house is like the spiritual phone line to God, to your spirit guides, and vice versa. Gemini, like when you look at the Gemini symbol, not only can you make like a numerical symbol out of it, like the number symbol, you could also make like a grid for like a phone keypad. Like, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, wait a fucking minute. You see, like, look at your phone and look at the keypad and draw like a number sign. You're going to see what I'm talking about. This is how spirit communicates with us. This is why you're always seeing angel numbers. And this is why each angel number means different things. Like 222 has to do with like balance. 333 has to do with creativity and things of that nature. 555 has to do with change. 111 has to do with like the self and new beginnings and things of that nature. Spirit is always sending different messages. Now I wanted to talk about the 1111 angel number because that's a very popular angel number. And why I see it so popular, it's because literally 1111 is like an open freeway of communication between you and spirit. It's like an open portal basically to where clear messages can come through to you and vice versa. This is the perfect time to do any affirmations, speak things into existence, or just speak out loud to your spirit guides. You're going to get clear messages from the spirit realm, and also your message is going to go through clearly to them. So literally it's the perfect time to deliver messages between the spirit world and the human world. So again, going back to what I was saying earlier, this is why Gemini has to do with like phones and delivery of messages and things of that nature. Like people limit it to just like actual delivering like a text message or like delivering like mail. Like no, it's also like spiritual too. Like literally we could deliver messages to spirit just like spirit is always delivering messages to us through whenever you're like seeing repeated numbers, or like you're just out and about like driving around and you just see certain words or certain symbols that really speak to you. This is how higher dimensional beings contact us. And send us messages that we need to know right now. That is what I got, like, from the 1111 energy. That number 11 is like that open doorway kind of energy. It's like that open freeway of communication that allows communication to come through, to go through and come through very, very clearly. I thought that was pretty cool, and this is why I do associate Gemini with that number 11 energy, because Gemini does have like that open door kind of energy, that open freeway kind of energy. And I quote True Brilliance on this. Shout out to True Brilliance. I love her. She said that Gemini energy is like an open road energy, which is similar to like the open door. But yes, she did say that. And I was like, yo, that makes sense. When you look at the Gemini symbol, it does look like an open pathway, an open door, an open road. And I'm like, yo, like, that shit is crazy. Like there is so much messages in just simple symbols. Like, you guys would be very surprised. Another thing with Gemini energy, it's associated with like the crossroads in spirituality, where, you know, things like crossover, energies can cross over and cross through. You could also make a crossroads out of the Gemini symbol as well. And then this is why in African spirituality, Papa Legba, the ruler over the crossroads, is described as like a trickster spirit, or a spirit that's very like youthful, which is Gemini energy. And the same thing for, in Greek mythology, the god Hermes, that's Gemini energy. He's able to cross over between both worlds, the underworld and the world of the living. Okay. And they both have to do with that crossroad energy. Like, it's just insane. When I like decoded this, I'm like, hold on, like, that is crazy. This is why, like, another thing too that I got to, birds are associated with Gemini energy, third house energy, like that third house, ninth house axis. This is why too, the Greek god Hermes, he has wings on his shoes, like bird wings, because birds symbolize like messages, or, you know, they represent like messages from the higher dimensions and things of that nature. Birds are very spiritual, and they're able to fly long distances or far distances. And like, it was just a lot, you guys. Like, a lot just came through to me. I'm like, yo, I have to share this on my channel, because I was like, yo, this is crazy. Those of you who aren't too familiar with Greek myths, Hermes is a messenger god. In Greek mythology, he is the god of travel. Like, he's able to travel long distances, like I was saying about like the bird. Or even, this is why Hermes is represented by Gemini energy, because Gemini energy does have to do with travel. It does have to do with like short distances, sometimes long distances too, because third house and ninth house, they go hand in hand, to where they're always traveling, delivering messages. You know, this is what makes Gemini energy so social, and, you know, just so open to giving and receiving information. And that is represented in the Greek god Hermes, how he's able to go through, or he's able to go between worlds, both the underworld and the world of the living, to deliver messages. This is why he's associated with that crossroads energy that I was talking about earlier. Hermes in Greek mythology, like, his job does show that access between the third and the ninth house, how he's able to travel to the underworld, which is represented by that ninth house energy of like, you know, contacting beings from the other side and the world of the living. That's that third house energy. This is where we're at right now, in the third dimension. So I wanted to go back to the 1111 angel number. So a tip for you guys, if you guys want to utilize the angel number 1111 to your best benefit, I believe the 1111 number is more powerful at night, due to the fact that there is more spiritual activity going on at night. The spirits are up and awake at night, so they're more available to talk to us and commune with us and things of that nature. So if you want to do any like communication rituals to talk to like people from the other side, or not people, beings from the other side, rather, if you're trying to contact the other side, it's best to tap into that 1111 energy at nighttime. I did say I was going to talk about a little bit about Aquarius energy, for the simple fact that Aquarius energy is associated with the number 11 in numerology. And, you know, the number 11 too is also linked to like the 11th house in astrology and things of that nature. But I'm going to more so talk about it again, about like that number 11 energy is that open doorway energy. So this is why Aquarius comes after Capricorn. Capricorn is quite literally the door, and then Aquarius is like literally your consciousness like blasting through that door and awakening and ascending. Like literally, like the number 11 does have to do with ascension. It has to do with being able to travel to higher dimensions. And then this goes back to like that 3rd house, 9th house axis, and why Gemini energy is associated with that number 11 due to like the symbol of Gemini. It does have like a number 11 where, yeah, you're able to easily travel between worlds. Shit is crazy, you guys. I was like, that is insane. That is insane. So, yeah, that is all I had to share with you guys. I just wanted to share that insight with you guys. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave it down below. If you guys have any comments, leave them down below. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys would like to book a reading with me, you guys could send me an email and I'll send you all my prices. And I'll talk to you guys soon.